not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Ladies and goblins, welcome with this under review of Fantastic Four: The Rise of the Rise of the Silver Surfer. Because goddamn, I'm still doing this kind of thing. I think my last video was last week of Fantastic. I didn't want to overboard you. Like, here's a video the next day, another Fantastic. Like, why I hate those movies? Don't do that stuff. I'm gonna unsubscribe. I don't want that. I love you guys. You're the love of my life because I don't have anybody else. Anyway, for this kind of thing, I wanted the kind of the Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver. It all begins with this destroyer kind of thing. Earth's gonna destroy kind of thing, but you don't see who, you don't see why kind of thing. But it happens kind of, and there is also the big wedding. We have a big wedding to do for Reed Richards. And this is also plays off in 2007, so this was 2 years after the other movie. So they have mastered their powers, but then the Silver Surfer shows up on the wedding. It's like, hey guys, well the wedding is off, and Reed Richards. It's like, so everybody's like, oh, we cannot do it. Okay, everybody saves the thing, the helicopter, every system is going down. Everything is going down, everything is going nuts. But now, then Johnny is like, I need to catch the Silver Surfer now. And he goes after him, it's like, they get this whole chase till the Silver Surfer is like, nope, no bullshit. And McLean like, ow, oh my god, too much. Nowhere, I'm gonna die. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you, so, but you take your small fry, man, small, bye, he falls, boom, he kind of falls, but just in time wakes up to save himself. Anyway. So then it's like, what the hell now? Who's the Silver Surfer? How are we gonna defeat him? What the hell? Wow! Well, then we find out, oh, Johnny has like a little bit of trouble with because he kind of got cosmic kind of thing, and we never get really explained why. But anyway, he now can change power by anybody. Of course, Ben Grimm is like, oh, that's awesome! Let's hug! Because now he could like go around this thing. In the beginning they were a little bit crazy. In the beginning he had no idea how to use other powers kind of thing. So it's like Susan is like Susan kind of asked the like, I'm on fire! And then Reed is like, you're on fire! You think! Anyway, that's a kind of I think it's a little bit weird that here it's hard to control. He doesn't know how the power works. He doesn't know any other power, how the hell he does. But somehow, some way, at the end of the movie, he knows every single power easy. It's like, I can do this. I can just do it. Somehow he knows it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's easy, man. I can whip the floor with you, kind of. It's easy. But in the beginning, everything was hard. He didn't know how to use any other power. He sucked at it. Anyway, they now have to find a way. 1, to get the cosmic power away from John. 2, to get the Silver Surfer. Well, thanks to the Silver Surfer's kind of thing in Latveria, well, Doom wakes up. Doom wakes up because of the cosmic, like, can somebody take this mask off, please? I kind of need to eat, and I cannot eat. Probably I didn't need to eat the whole time, but you know, now I do, and I need this mask off. So he finally gets this mask off, but he's all burned out kind of thing because of Johnny kind of last movie. And then he's like, this hurts kind of thing. And then he mentioned like, oh, the Silver Surfer is doing this. Well, I'm gonna have a talk with him. So he tracks the Silver Surfer down, kind of thing, to a remote island, and he's like, hey, we should team up together, you, me, kind of thing. That would be cool, team up. He's like, you're small fry. I'm not gonna team up with you. Your world is gonna be dead. It's like, what does that mean? It's like, oh, I'm not I'm gonna kind of thing. Enjoy the moments you get. What does that mean? Hey, don't turn your back on me. And he's like, oh, you just didn't. You did it. You did it to me. Now you're gonna get it. Ah! And from his surfboard, it goes all the energy. Boom. and he gets shot by. That's another thing that's not in the comics. In the comics, the Silver Surfer, the Herald of Galactus, is powerful. He doesn't need his board. He just made a board out of it kind of thing. He can do without a board if he wants to. In this movie, it's like, we don't have every Avenger. We don't have a kind of thing. We're not as smart as in the comics, so we need a weakness. We need a weakness! It's his board. The board is the weakness. Yeah, I like that. That's what the idea we're gonna do. Anyway! So, kind of thing. Then Victor is healed for some reason. Mostly, I think the reason is because I thought his powers were electric kind of thing based. It's actually energy based. So all the energy kind of thing he can absorb kind of thing, and he absorbed the energy of the cosmic, but just not much enough to heal himself. To kind of thing, the energy that kind of thing heals him. He is now back to the good-looking Victor Von Doom. Also, because that's expensive, all of those kind of things. We don't want them to go too much expensive. We're gonna make the expensive stuff is for the end kind of thing. So this is the cheaper kind. Anyway, so Victor and then teams up with a military, even though the Fantastic Four is like, no, we don't team up with it. He's gonna double cross us. He's gonna kind of thing. We don't want to team up with it. He was evil. We don't want him. But anyway, then they have to team up anyway. So they have to find out how to get Victor, how to get the Silver Surfer off his board. So they're all talking and kind of thing, and eventually they get to something like, aha, I got it. Now he sticks to the man. He sticks to the man like, okay, I'm in the charge. I'm the nerdy nerd, but I am now the one you asked for. So he gets everything to be able to do that. So he does that kind of thing, and then the Silver Surfer shows up like, you kind of remind me of something. You kind of remind me of the girl with the power. The girl. It's like my girlfriend. He doesn't say that yet, but he will after they ask it. After he gets thrown out of the board because Victor's like, I think he needs a little bit of appreciation. Go have those rocket launch. Rocket launch. Seriously, military. Seriously. Okay. So rocket launch kind of thing. The Silver Surfer protects Susan Storm. She's like, that's confusing, but okay. I got protected. Because he got protected, now kind of thing. Then they had the time to activate it, and he falls up his board. It's like, the energy frequation kind of thing. Victor sees it like, oh, nice board. I like that board. Anyway, then kind of heaven, they go to military. Fantastic Four are the only one that's imprisoned. They're like, yeah, you guys stay here. Victor doesn't need to be in prison. No. Victor doesn't need to get. He gets his chance to see the boards. Well, that backfires because then they're all like, yeah, know what? Richard's mostly time right. When he was wrong, yeah, that kind of cost me my whole empire almost. And we don't owe her that much about. Latveria is very much like just referenced because you see his castle, but you don't see the whole picture. You don't see the whole castle kind of thing. They could have done the Latveria a little bit better, but for the rest, anyway. So Victor kind of gets the board, and while that's going on, Susan goes and he makes because they are imprisoned kind of a thing. Also, now they're gonna rescue the Silver Surfer. After they find out the Silver Surfer is the board is a beacon. The beacon is a board, and they need to get it back because Galactus is on the way, and Galactus is a cloud, a space cosmic cloud. That's about it. That's the only one I'm big disappointed by it. The rest I'm like, yeah, I can think. The only one, yeah, sure. And when he finally goes into the cloud kind of thing, you see this shadowy fire figure that looks a little bit like Galactus. Actually, maybe this was his whole machine, and he is in there, like kind of thing. That could be it. That could always be it. But anyway, so Galactus kind of thing does this whole thing, and Galactus is on his way, and it's like, yeah, kind of thing. It's like, you should enjoy the moments you got. Well, we need to kind of, so they break out the Silver Surfer. Then now he needs his board back. They have this new thing that they can fly with, and if as like this vehicle they can fly with. They all go in it except Johnny because he can already fly, so he doesn't need anything. They go after Victor that now has the boards like, I'm now cosmic. He kind of in the comics he also has cosmic kind of thing. He had been on the cosmic powers, but I think the last ones I remember was him having the Beyond kind of thing. The Beyond is beyond even Galactus, beyond him, but here he has the Herald kind of power. I think he's also been in the comics, the Herald of Galactus, in a What If story, and that kind of thing. There he is even became the Galactus himself, kind of thing. Having the cosmic powers of Galactus, he has been there. He's been there. But anyway, so now the Silver Surfer needs his board back. They try to fight him, kind of thing, but they cannot fight him. They are like, hey, let's go for a spin. I like that. I actually like that shit, like kind of thing. It was actually very cool. But then he gets eventually. Johnny gets the Herald is way more powerful, but some way, somehow, they're like, it takes all of us. So they all get their powers, all to Johnny, because now the cosmic thing came handy, that he can he has all the powers and goes all berserk on him. It's like, you cannot see me, kind of thing, all that kind of thing, and then he gets finally his goblet breaks. While apparently that's how he keeps on control of the board. And now that's broken, the board is like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out. Leaving Doom without powers. Like, shit! And then he gets kicked in the ass, thrown into the water. To never been heard of again, because this is the last movie. Anyway! Of the original Fantastic Four. Anyway! Then they still need a Surfer kind of thing. Of course, after all this kind of thing, after all this battle, Sue was already dying because he wanted to kill the Surfer. First wanted to kill the Surfer, Doom, so he threw a spear, and that went into Susan. Anyway, now she's dying. Now she kind of thing, but Surfer gets his board back, heals Susan, and he gets like, we always have a choice. She told me we always have a choice. We have a choice. So like, I was protecting him. Now I'm gonna destroy him. So he goes up into it. To the ass of Galactus, gets in there, gets deep down there, sees Galactus kind of thing, it's a shadow thing, and it's like, I don't serve you anymore, and starts all having his energy and blows it all away. Normally, that's like, it's like, he is powerful, more powerful than mostly they portray him here, but he's not kind of powerful enough to destroy Galactus. Also, Galactus in the comics is somebody that's, well, he's purple, big, he's a giant kind of thing, and you see however you want to see him. But apparently they see him like, it actually reminds me of the storyline that's now going on, Black Winter. That is like this dark kind of thing. The Black Winter, but that's like a kind of thing. That's actually close to that thing. Anyway, so he destroys the whole kind of thing. He gets destroyed. Galactus destroyed. Is that good? Is that awesome? Yeah. But in the comics, he is also somebody that's invulnerable. You cannot do that. You cannot kill Galactus, or you would destroy the whole universe. That's the reason how Mr. Fantastic actually defeated him in the comics was by the unifier of something kind of thing that can destroy anything in being. He was so smart that he made something that could destroy Galactus, but it was actually didn't work. But he just like, look, I got it. I got a pointy weapon that's gonna it can kill you in 1 second. If this works, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna go on your bluff. Okay, you can keep your plans. You're just gonna go there. I'm just gonna go there. That was how he got defeated by the Fantastic Four the first time. Anyway, so yeah, I enjoyed the movie for what it is. Sure, the Galactus thing was a little, and how the hell did Johnny manage to have all the powers, able to master it, and how the hell did he even defeat because he should not be so strong that he could defeat the Herald of Galactus, even though it's kind of a Doom, and normally the board is not the weakness, but in this movie it is. And for what it is, I feel it's not so good as the last movie, I feel like, because the power doesn't they didn't go over the top as they should, but for what it is, it was really good. I'm just gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like it's just below the first movie. I feel like for the first movie that was good, but for the second movie you need to step it up. And giving into sure, Galactus and the Silver Surfer is cool, and Silver Surfer really cool. The Galactus not that cool. But anyway, Doom being back, that's cool. I like Doom. I like the actor that played Doom still. Anyway. So yeah, Neeraj, what's your thoughts about Fantastic Four? Do you guys like Fantastic Four and the Rise of the Silver Surfer? Do you guys enjoy this movie? Or you're like, no? Or you're like, hey, just a step above! It's more better. It's better than the last one. I mean, you maybe don't think so, but I think so. Maybe that's your kind of thing. Let me know all your thoughts down below. And I hope you subscribe. Hope you're new. Or not new. If you're not new, welcome back! Anyway, hope you enjoy it either way. And I hope to see you guys in the next one! Goodbye!
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.